was so isolated. Kumakain ako sa banyo. Kasi talagang binubuli ako na talagang, wag ka dito, bawal ka dito. You can't sit with us. As in, naramdaman ko yung, you can't sit with us.
Got questions? Ask me. PBA Banaba Attorney with Congresswoman Attorney Migs Nograles and Gerome Sanoy.
Hi guys! Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Good afternoon. Nandito naman tayo sa ating pang-5 episode. Grabe.
5 na ba?
5 na.
Wow.
Ang bilis ng panahon.
Ang bilis.
Super bilis. And of course, my name is Gerome Sanoy at kasama po natin ngayon ang nag-iisang napakagandang walang kapaguran. Galing pa to sa event. Ito ay si...
Congresswoman Attorney Migs Nograles. Hello guys! Maayong hapon kanatong tanan!
Nag-kick in yung kami mo. Meron po tayong mga pag-uusapan ngayon na very sensitive somehow, tsaka rampant na to sa mga online, maybe sa barangay na small win, hindi nyo alam na na-experience na yun.
Yes, and very, very, very close siya sa heart ko because when it comes to bullying, it's something that I've experienced. I know a lot of people experience and maraming nakaka-experience na hindi nila nasasabi.
Exactly. So before yung mga bullying natin nasa face-to-face. Ngayon, there's internet, there's innovation, nagagawa ng someone to bully another person, which is, not right.
Yeah.
And
Ikaw nabully ka na ba?
you know what? When we were talking about before we go live, parang naisip ko, yes, I was bullied before.
Paano ka nabully?
In the sense na parang, ano ba yung outfit mo, Gerome? Parang, parang off yung outfit mo. Sabi ko, this is my style.
Wow.
Ano ba yung shoes mo? Ano lang, hindi naman yung So parang hindi ko na-feel yun na bully pala yun.
Talaga?
Ngayon ko lang, yung latter part ko na.
May ano kasi, merong certain way na, ang Pinoy kasi, di ba, pag humirit sila, mahirit naman talaga tayo. Lalo-lalo ng mga dabawenyo, di ba? Sobrang mahirit. Pero hindi nila alam na nakakasakit na pala. Or pag paulit-ulit, na gano'n. Tapos yun pala later on na ma-realize, parang nabubully na ako. Di ba? Guys, unahin ko muna, before cyberbullying, yung batas natin, we have a law na bullying. Pero yung malungkot kasi dito, yung bullying law natin, yung anti-bullying law natin, is only limited sa students. So, mga students lang. So, grade school, high school. And ang reality is, hindi lang naman ang mga bata ang nabubully. Diba? Pati yung mga trabahante, pati yung mga adults. If you watched my mini vlog, diba, kahit nung nasa law school ako, I got bullied. I will share also other experiences na even after law school, when I was working, I got bullied. Kaya this is something na very, very close to my heart. Kung pwede ko lang i-share, my first experience being bullied, I was grade school.
Ano nangyari?
Kaya taga Davao ko, and I studied in Manila.
Okay.
And then diba, syempre bata-bata pa tayo, diba? Tapos, parang since probinsyano, tapos ang itim-itim ko pa noon, nung panahon na yun, bago pa ako nagle-lady boss. Hindi, kasi laging swimming, tapos parang, diba, syempre, maitim ka ng bata ka diba?
Playful tayo.
Oo, nasa under the sun all the time, diba? Parang hindi sila naniwala na I went kasi I was fortunate enough to go to a private school. So, dato ang mga nandun. Diba? But most of them, marami sa kanila, taga Manila. So, mayayaman talaga. And syempre, diba, yung like, hindi ko naman afford hindi namin afford yung lifestyle ng mga yun. So, parang bago pa si Papa nun sa Congress in a way, hindi sila naniniwala na my dad was in government, ganon. Tapos parang yung itsura ko, ang pangit-pangit. Guys, umabot sa point na I was so isolated. Kumakain ako sa banyo kasi talagang binubuli ako na talagang, wag ka dito, bawal ka dito. You can't sit with us. As in, naramdaman ko yung, you can't sit with us. Parang they ganged up on me na parang anything that I say, hindi daw totoo, ganyan. Diba? Parang sad ako. Wala akong kasama. I would eat my lunch sa like cubicle, like alam niyo yung napapanood niyo sa TV
mga
show.
Pelikula.
Oo, sabi sa MMK yung buhay ko eh. Kaya I filed bills in Congress nga, and that's why I talk about bullying a lot because mapagdaanan ko siya. And if you are experiencing this, guys, you know, yung time na yon, siguro 2 years ko yung tinago sa parents ko.
Ay, hindi mo talaga sinabi na ginabully ako sa school.
Hindi. Until parang nahuli ako na umiiyak, like sa room, na bakit ako umiiyak at like 11, na parang sinong nag-away sa'yo? And then, kunento ko na. And then, nagsumbong sila sa school. But during that time, wala pa tayo itong anti-bullying laws. Parang kinausap lang ng guidance counselor and all.
I was about to say, guidance counselor na talaga yung
Tapos, wala naman. And then, parang nag-sorry lang sila. But it didn't change that fact. So, ginawa ng parents ko, they removed me from that school. I had to change to another school. But in the other school naman, dahil social lang school na galing ako, nabully pod ko.
Okay, parang parang
kasi Englishera kasi diba?
Okay.
Tapos yung nagbully pa sa akin doon kasi I ran for student council. Pinsan ko. Kasi sinasabi niya, spoiled yan.
Kaya ka Englishera, kaya ka ganyan.
As in ganon. So talaga, diba? Parang, hindi ko alam. Feeling ko may curse ata ako na binubully ako all the time. Or maybe it's part of your life pa.
Yeah, your life.
Kaya ngayon sinusulong natin yung mga bullying. So, guys, kahit sino ka, kahit saan ka galing, walang pinipiling tao ang mga bullies. And we have to talk about this. And we have to
address those concerns.
Yes. And let's talk about what you can do. So, etong una sa anti-bullying laws natin that we have now sa mga bata, actually, it's still yung school ang kailangan sumbungan.
Yes, exactly.
So, yung principal, yung teacher, yung guidance counselor ang kakausapin yan. If they do not do anything about it, ito yung maganda ngayon. If they do not address it, pwede kayong magsumbong and the school will be liable.
Kapag walang actions na gagawin.
Kapag walang actions. Etong ibang mga questions, paano yan kung mga bata?
Yeah.
Diba yung criminal liability,
exactly.
Diba? Kung merong physical bullying involved, actually, pwede nang pumasok yung police kasi may physical injuries na, diba? But now, because we are in the internet age, and if you've been watching all our other episodes, the past 2 episodes, pinag-uusapan natin pagdating nga sa online, papasok dito yung Cybercrime Prevention Act na anything under the revised penal code or any laws, diba? Parang dadagdagan yung penalty if it's done online. Kaya meron tayo ngayon na cyberbullying. And so if you are bullied online, lalo na kung mga students, then yun, magkakaroon ng higher penalty. But yung mahirap din sa cyberbullying is maraming fake accounts.
Yun nga ang parang mahirap habulin.
And then there's this concept pa, yung hate posts, yung parang hate pages, hate accounts, yung grupo na sila, para silang mob.
Parang they created their own community. Ang first question na natanggap po natin, ito, attorney, medyo social English po to eh. What legal actions can I take against individuals who are harassing me on social media, and how do I preserve the evidence of the harassment?
Itong harassment kasi, pwede siyang hindi ma-considered bullying, pero harassment, diba? But may sexual harassment, right? And there are other forms of harassment na wala talaga siya sa revised penal code. But if you watch one of my videos on TikTok, you can create, yung tawag doon, unjust vexation, pag naiinis ka, diba? Like I said, guys, ang Cybercrime Prevention Act, lahat ng mga ginagawa sa revised penal code ng mga crimes, once it's done online, papasok ang batas na Cybercrime Prevention Act. What does this do? Tinataas niya ang penalty. So, kung may harassment, may unjust vexation, magkakaroon ng cyber unjust vexation. I think, ginawa to, nag-file si Rowena Guanzon, yung former COMELEC commissioner, yung nagdagan, tapos parang hinaras at nag-unjust vexation siya. And then there was a term coined na cyber unjust vexation. Kasi nga, guys, pag meron nga talagang crime under the revised penal code na ginawang online, pwede niyong ipasok yan. May NBI, PNP, DOJ, of course, you can go straight to the courts, diba? Kasi nga, meron mga cybercrime division units ang ating mga NBI, PNP, DOJ. When you get harassed, bullied, anything online, ang unang-una mong gagawin, do not delete, screenshot mo.
Yeah, for safety.
Yun yung sasabing resibo, di ba?
Resibo.
Screenshot mo, do not delete it, and then, lalo na kung social media, report. right? Bakit mo kailangan i-screenshot? Because yan yung ebidensya mo. Marami kasing beses, kunyari, ganyan, tapos may, kunyari, magsasabi na, uy, alam mo, ano yan, against the law.
Yeah.
Pero touch move na yan, guys. Kahit dinelete nila yan, they already did it. So even if it's deleted, may screenshot ka. If you were watching last week's episode, I explained magaling yung ating Cybercrime Division Unit because once you do a screenshot, tapos kahit na-delete siya, pumunta ka doon, pakita mo, bigay mo yung phone mo, matitrace nila yon.
Yeah, the IP address.
The IP address, lalo na kahit na fake account yun, mahahanap nila yon. So, meron naman tayong recourse ng mga ganon. But ang unang-una mong gagawin is screenshot. Well, screenshot and then maghanap ka ng makakausap mo. Guys, I'm telling you, you cannot do this alone. Once you're bullied, masakit yan. It took me years to get over it. I mean, hanggang ngayon, I talk about it. Akala mo parang okay lang sa akin. But it really still pains me, diba? Parang throughout my life, I was bullied. Parang, alam mo yun, parang ang daming nagko-comment and you know sa ating mga followers parang sinasabi nila na ang ganda ng buhay ko, parang I'm like so bubbly yung mga ginagawa ko, tapos parang sinasabi nila dato daw kasi marami daw kasi akong pera kaya nagawa ko tong ganito ganyan. But actually the other side of it is people do bully me because parang sabihin anak ka kasi ni ganito, kasi ganyan ka, tapos parang everyone has their own story. Pero, syempre, hindi mo papakita sa mga tao na luoy ka, diba?
Yeah, exactly.
Diba? You always have to find a reason to smile. That's why you have to have your friends, you have to have a good support system.
Your family.
Diba? But once you are bullied, I'm telling you, everyone listening, you're being bullied, you're being harassed, you're being sexually harassed, you may cyber stalking, may identity theft, may online libel. You cannot handle it on your own kasi masakit yan. And maraming nagsusuicide na kids ngayon.
A lot of them.
Because of cyberbullying.
Yeah. Parang for them, if they tell it to their parents, somehow, maybe parents would say, wala nga ka nang, tagda, pasagdi lang na yung classmate, ana. But to them, parang somehow, iba ng thinking ng generations today
I just want to emphasize this. Marami kasi akong nakikita, parang ang serious natin ngayon.
Yeah,
but this is a very, very serious kasi topic, guys. Maraming mga bata nagbubully online because you think you can get away because minor ka.
Yeah.
So, i-explain ko itong concept ng criminal liability. From 15 years old, above 15 to 18 years old, yes, exempted kayo sa criminal liability. Pero pag nalaman ng court na may discernment ka, meaning alam mo itong pinagagagawa mo, you're still gonna go through the process of being filed for a case. So sabihin, hindi pa ako 15. Pwede na akong gumawa ng sala.
Yeah.
No, guys. If you're 15 and below, ang mangyayari dito is yung court pupunta sa custody. Syempre, sasabihin ng court dun sa custody ng guardian, ng parent, and all. But you will be subjected to an intervention program of, I think, DSWD. Kasi sila yung sa may child rearing. So, you're going to be considered child in conflict with law. Kung ganyan, ang parents naman, pwede kayong kasuhan ng damages or civil liability. Kahit hindi ka makulong, babayad pa rin yung parents mo because they're your guardians. Meaning, kahit yung mga bata na akala nyo makakatakas kayo sa masamang ginagawa nyo sa ibang tao, especially if what you did cost someone's life na they did suicide, hindi kayo makakatakas.
Liable pa rin sila.
Yeah. One way or the other. And this is something that I am studying. This is something that parang pinag-aaralan ko para wala tayong ma-break na other constitutional things. Kasi syempre bata, di ba?
Exactly.
But this is something that I really want to strengthen our bullying laws. Kasi mataas na yung suicide rates ng mga ganito. And people think you can just hide your faces online. And it's sad.
Yeah.
It's nakakalungkot siya. Nakakagalit din siya kasi nararamdaman ko yung
pain.
Yung pinagdaanan ng mga
Yeah, and then
bata.
parang it's not good to look at na there are a lot of students who are doing suicidal things on school, sa bahay. Parang on the latter part, parang sa future ba, parang it's not good to look at na parang normal lang yan kasi na-stress yung bata, kasi nabully yung bata.
But then the reality is, hindi lang mga bata kahit nga yung mga, di ba nga, mga marites, kahit yung mga workers.
Yeah.
Lalo na yung mga workers, ang
Super.
dami-dami yung co-worker mo. Tapos, di ba, may mga group chat. Magsasend ng picture or they'll talk behind your back. I experienced that when I was, ang dami kong na-experience. Parang ang dami kong pinagdaanan sa
Speaking of
buhay.
your experience.
Hindi guys,
But
like, ewan ko, talagang I'm telling you guys, yung mga ginagawa ko is because alam ko ang nararamdaman ng mga tao, because even when I was working, anyway, magkakaroon ako ng mini vlog to talk about that journey, so you wait for it. But
Baka bang yan.
but kahit hindi nagtatrabaho ko, makita mo like people will talk behind your back.
Yeah.
At hindi ka makakatrabaho. So, ito yung sad. Kahit yung mga lolo at lola sa mga barangay, binubuli ng mga bata. Pinagtatawanan sila or gano'n na nawawala yung respect. Kaya nga dapat balik ata yung
GMRC.
yung good man. Yung
good manners and right conduct.
Yes. Kasi, I don't know, bakit ganyan ko yung mga bata ngayon? Diba? Parang,
I think it's also an influence of what they're watching. Alam mo yun?
yes.
Kasi
Oo.
parang, pwede lalayan na ako lang pagtubag.
Oo.
Ang
Sometimes people think it's funny. Ngayon, kinukwento ko kanina kay Gerome na meron isang follower ako na fan naman siya. Pero he keeps posting na parang nakakairita daw ako, ganyan. Parang,
parang hinahamon ka.
hindi naman nahamon. Parang naiirita siya kasi parang fan na fan daw niya ako na gusto niya daw umuwi ng Pilipinas, na gano'n. And then pag magko-comment ako, parang yung sinabi niya na parang, wag mo akong iwawawaw dyan ha. Parang ang bastos ng pagkasabi.
Yeah.
And sometimes, guys, kasi minsan may fine line ng pagtutubag or pagsasagot na syempre dapat may respect pa rin. Kahit kanino. I mean, I'm not saying that because abogado ako or kung ako. Kahit kanino. Like, di ba? Even it's anyone.
Parang, kung sabi sa'yo, pamanginto ba? Tanong mo respeto gamay kay dili man ko kailas imo ha. I mean, kung kailas ako, still, respect should still be.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, I'm very grateful, di ba, na fan siya and all. Pero, di ba, there's just a fine line na dapat hindi ginagawa.
Yeah.
And,
Kapag kasi parang two-way siya, parang kung papatulan mo mugara siya, pag hindi mo siya i-reprimand, parang feeling na tama yung ginagawa niya.
and that's the problem with bullying. Because, hindi mo alam kung anong gagawin mo. Di ba? Kung patulan mo, baka lumala.
Yeah, baka ikaw magmukhang masama.
Oo, tapos magsusumbong ka, di ba? Tapos magsumbong ka, baka mas lumaki. Di ba? How do you stop it if you don't do something?
Yeah.
You can't keep it all in, guys, kasi masama yun sa mental health. And it took me a while. Like, and it still hurts. It still hurts.
Yeah.
It really
And it
hurts.
Pero yeah, truly, parang na-realize ko din, nung nabully din ako, parang hindi din ako sumagot din sa kanila eh.
Yeah.
Parang I don't wanna put myself on their position because I know what's the reason why they're telling that to me. Parang sabi ko, bahala mo dala, basta I know myself.
Yeah. May mga ganyan. Pero may mga taong takot.
Yeah, meron din kasing taong parang ganyan na lang, parang for them, parang para sa akin, yun yung mas malakas ako.
Yeah.
Na ako, ba't hindi mo pansin? Okay, mugara mo.
Pero paano kung hindi nga ganun yung batasan nila?
Well, that's really the sad story. That's why
Diba?
merong mga...
Yeah. So, guys, actually, I want to know what your stories are. If you've been bullied, if you have overcome it also, if you have anything to share, I want to know. Of course, we will first take a break and then we will answer your questions and greet more people, and hopefully, matagal kasi talaga yung usapan na to, but we only have an hour. Thank you, guys. Pag-usapan pa natin to. We'll be
taking a short break dito lang sa Paano Ba, Attorney?
Are you 18 to 21 years old?
In love and ready to get married. Bawal yan! Well, pwede naman kung may parental consent. So, ayon sa Family Code ng Pilipinas, bago ka magpakasal, you need to get a marriage license. And if you are between 18 to 21 years old, you still need your parental consent. And this does not include verbal ha, as in, oh na iha, pwede ka na magpakasal. May actual legal form ito. Oh, screenshot mo, no? So, for those who were 18 to 21 and somehow got married without that parental consent, and now you regret getting married that young, your marriage is what we call under the law voidable. Take note ha, hindi pa void. Pa-void po! Voidable. Meaning, until declared by the court, your marriage is still valid. But, this is now a ground for annulment! Wait, hindi pa tayo tapos ha? If you fall under that case, you only have until you reach 21 years old! Otherwise, when you reach 21 and you still live with a hubby or a wifey, you cannot file the petition anymore. Simply put, Dutch move na! And kayo na talaga magsasama forever. But of course, exceptions. And gets you naman, that's a post for another day. Separated ang parents ko and I live with my mom. Does my dad have to support me? Yes, of course! Under our family code, parents must support their children in the following ways: food, shelter, clothing, medical attendance, education, transportation, and more. Pero what if hiwalay yung parents mo? Then the parent you're living with is called your custodial parent. Let's call them your cus. The one you're not living with is called your non-custodial parent. You're no-cus. Gender neutral para fair, diba? And so si no-cus has to give money or support to the cus. This is what we call child support. Cause your cus now has to use that money for you. Pero what if my no-cus will not give me money? Then si cus can file a petition. And so now the court comes in and decides how much support will be given to the cus. But let me make this clear, hindi lang basta-basta ang pwede nyong hingi na pera, and you cannot mandate the court on how much they can give you. The support will actually be based on how much you need and how much the no-cus can give. Pero even after going through the court and no-cus still does not give support, nako kapal, no? Or gives you less than what was mandated by the court, violation yarn! And no-cus can now be cited for contempt. But even without going to the court and the no-cus does not give support at all, violation yarn! Of VAUSI, or the Anti-Violence Against Women and Children Act of 2012. And pwede mo na siyang bukulong from 6 months to 2 years. And actually, under VAUSI, you can even ask for a protection order. And this protection order can now include na si no-cus will really give support. Plus, the court can tell daddy to go through psychological counseling or psychiatric treatment. Tapos, may multa ka pang makukuha from 100,000 pesos to 300,000 pesos! And let's not forget about the illegitimate children or yung mga anak sa labas. Don't worry because you're still protected. Even if your parents never got married or you're part of the second, third, fourth, whatever number family, pasok kayo sa laws na to! The Rise! Monterrazas! Ganda ng project, no? Pero wait, sa gilid ng bundok, paano kaya na-approve yung project na yan? Ang daming netizens voicing out their concerns with regard to the environmental impact of this project. Let's look at the facts before kayo mag-react because marami naman tayong steps and processes na binibigay ng government natin. First things first, when someone wants to develop a land like this, sobrang dami nating ethical gatekeepers from the government. Gatekeeper number 1. All the barangays affected. As in each barangay and all the people there will look at the situation. Then, they will decide deal or no deal. Kung may objection, just one barangay case, closed. But, if my approval to sa barangay, then go to the next gatekeeper. Gatekeeper number 2. The DENR, Department of Environmental and Natural Resources, EMB, Environmental Management Bureau. Daming acronyms, no? Tiisin mo na lang. Before the developer even thinks of doing anything, he must follow these steps. Make plans to 1. Prevent damage to the environment. 2. Make up for what they will damage. Obviously, during construction, there's damage. This has to be the least possible damage to the environment. And 3, the most important, the Protect Their Environment Plan. This plan covers the things that they will be doing while construction and even after the construction. And after all those planning, the developer will now submit their EIS, Environmental Impact Statements, to the DENR. Now, DENR will review this whole thing thoroughly. If ayaw ng DENR yung plans mo and it's not enough to protect the environment, just stop there. Or redo. And redo. And redo. And redo. Until satisfied na si DENR sa project ng developer. Then you get your ECC, the Environmental Certificate of Compliance. Yay! But wait, wag muna kayo mag-celebrate because this is just the start of your process. Once once nagsimula ka na ng construction, meron ka pang isang napakabigatin na gatekeeper of them all. Gatekeeper number 3, the MM2. The Multi-Part-Time Monitoring Team, meaning the big team na maraming players involved. This has representation from the barangay, the LGU, the provincial government, the non-government organizations, the ECC, and of course the DNR. Every move you make, they'll be watching you. And kapag meron just one, as in just one simple violation from the list of the rules and guidelines that the ECC gave you, cease and desist! And if I am on tumigil because obviously they already saw that this has a massive and big impact to the environment, Big Boss is now coming in, the DNR secretary, and he can step in and say, full stoppage of the project! Pretty complicated, no? And it can be a hassle for the developer. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is this. The national government, the local government, the provincial government, and the DENR will make sure that the people and our environment is very much protected. But to be fair, if you look at the actual location, nasa ilalim siya ng bundok. But of course, guys, sa dinami-dami ng sinabi ko, this is just broken down into the simplest way that I can explain this whole process.
This is Congresswoman Atty. Migs Nograles, here to make the law simple for you. Got questions?
Ask me. PBA. Paano ba, attorney? Amping kanunay.
Bakit talaga
Paglaban natin siya.
Hindi guys, you know, this is serious topic.
Yeah.
Ayaw lang namin maging sobrang serious kasi syempre, ayaw naman namin na parang pinapanood nyo to tapos
Low yung
diba,
energy.
parang ang low ng energy. Because even if, yun nga, like I shared, napagdaanan ko to, but nakikita nyo naman na kahit masakit,
Nakakayanan mo, nalalagpasan mo.
ilalaban mo yan, it will help with your growth, but you really, really, really need a strong support system, and you shouldn't use that na parang, hindi, you shouldn't use that na parang, ma-down ka sa buhay, diba? Find the small things in life that will make you happy. Like, Gerome makes me happy.
Oh.
This makes me happy. You guys make me happy. Mga comments nyo, yung, you know, yung pag-encourage nyo to keep going
Yeah.
sa ating mga videos and all. So, I also want to say thank you guys. Thank you so much for the support that you're giving and for the growing family. So, we have 2 other questions that marami nagtatanong.
Let's proceed. Ito, parang I'm reading this question, guys, sa nag-send na hindi to about sa akin. Kasi
Itago natin sa pangalang Gerome.
Ang Chares. Ang tanong po niya, an ex of mine has once shared our intimate pictures and videos with circle of friends. I am scared na baka may mag-upload or nag-upload sa mga X-rated websites. What are the legal rights do I have against them?
So, guys, kung matagal na kayong follower ko, whoa. There are old videos and there's a content na may shinare ako about this kung paano kung na-post or nag-share
Nag-leak.
ng nudes
Yeah.
ang
Ex.
ganito, ang ex or whoever, right? Ang batas na to is actually more on the Anti-Photo Voyeurism Act. Ano ba yung nandoon? Even if, kunwari, syempre, di ba, I don't know bakit yung ginagawa yun na kung meron kayong gustong gawin, gusto nyo yung mag-video na,
Oo nga.
hindi wala naman kayo sa Viva Films, no?
Hindi naman kayo bayan.
Diba? Pero sige na lang. Kasi,
Tama yung isa.
buhay nyo naman yan, di ba? Respeto, fine. Pareho kayong may consent dyan. But the moment na ma-share yon at walang consent, yun na papasok yung violation ng Anti-Photo Voyeurism Act, no? And pwedeng, I think, minimum 6 months and may multa siyang at least 200,000.
Minimum 6 months of imprisonment.
Imprisonment, yes. Pero yung nakakalungkot dito, ang kawawa lagi yung babae.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Hindi naman kayo Kim Kardashian na sumikat siya. Pero yung kawawa dito yung babae kasi siya yung 'di ba? Na-expose and all. Like, so I would just say, guys, don't do that na lang. Lalo na kung kunyari sabihin ng boyfriend mo, hindi, para lang naman sa atin to, para lang meron akong memories. Ano mo anong memories kailangan nyo doon, di ba? Nakakaloka. Ano yun? Di ba? Kasi sasabihin, para sa memories, kasi pag hindi tayo magkasama, papanoorin ko. Parang, di magsama na lang kayo araw-araw, di ba? Magpakasal kayo, nakakaloka. Di ba? Pero,
Natawa ko sa memories na term mo.
hindi kasi di ba? Ewan ko, ano pa bang sasabihin? Para saan?
I don't know with you guys.
Oo. Diba? Eh, di memories tayo, diba? Kasi parang kung magbulag tayo.
Oh my God. Worse.
No guy who loves you will say
Yeah.
and put you in a situation that will ruin your reputation. Sa mga babae, the biggest gift and the biggest, kumbaga, power that you have is your reputation. Lalo ng mga bata ngayon, grabe. As in, kiat masyado ba?
Abot na lang yun.
Diba? I mean, not to disrespect, but
Yeah.
siguro dahil traditional pa rin ako pinalaki.
Yeah, me too. Traditional pa rin ako.
Na parang, diba, medyo delikadesa
Self-conserve
ka.
pa rin.
Yes. But, I don't know, there's a lot of kids now na gano'n, yung nangyayari, and nagvi-video, and most of the time, pag may mga lumalapit at umiiyak sa akin, sinasabi nila, may consent naman. Sabi, paano nakuha yung consent? Eh yun nga, sabihin, sa atin lang naman to, mahal naman kita, sa, diba, ganyan. But, the reality is, alam mo, yung mga guys, sinashare nila yan.
Yeah, because for them, they're proud na nakasama ka nila.
Yeah.
Ganon yun eh. But one way or another, it's still not
So, it's a
good.
violation of the Anti-Photo and Voyeurism Act pag mangyari yon. But yun nga, hindi mo na matatanggal na nandun na siya.
Nakagawa ka na ng lamat eh.
Yeah. And it's very sad. Kaya just don't do it na lang, guys.
Yeah.
Parang just preserve na lang yourself. I mean, do it in private, but don't do it with a camera there.
Yeah, exactly.
Diba? Kaya nga, mag-lights off na lang kayo.
No internet, no camera, ganun lang. I have a question dito. Is it illegal for someone to impersonate me online? And how can I report and address this issue legally?
So, there's such a thing called identity theft, which is also online.
Yeah.
Nangyari din to sa akin, guys. So, ang dami nangyari sa akin. Parang makulay pala ang buhay ni
Parang ang
Atty.
letter
Migs,
sender po
diba?
natin ay si Atty.
Actually,
Migs.
ako lahat ng mga katanungan na to, ako lang nag-send sa sarili ko. No, hindi, totoo to, guys. Sinend sa akin ng isang tao, yung mga staff, sinabi nila na parang they were searching me for some reason. Pangalan ko, Atty. Migs Nograles, my picture, my birthday, ganyan. So I posted it on my Facebook. Guys, report nyo. Tinake down naman. Kasi you can report it on your social media accounts. Hindi ko na lang hinabol kasi it's hassle din, di ba? At I mean, the person took it down. But there is such a thing called identity theft and it's under the Cybercrime Prevention Act. And meron nga kayong laban doon. Again, saan tayo pupunta?
Pupunta tayo sa NBI, sa mga, kung gusto nyong, you can go to court to file those cases. BOJ, ganun.
PNP. Kasi may mga cybercrime division unit tayo, guys.
Which is really good kasi matitrace nila yun, guys. Kahit for example, na-screenshot na yun, attorney, no? Tapos, pag tingin nila, nawala na yung account, matitrace pa rin po yun nila. Kaya, bakit ang buntong hininga ang lalim? Ano nabasa mo dyan?
Hindi, because nga, guys, there's a fine line between people who can harass you and can be very annoying. And minsan, yun nga, as much as like sabi ko nga na may mga followers ka and people, there's a way to be respectful and hindi nakakainis.
Yeah, and for you guys to keep your sanity and for you to keep your peace, kagaya ng sinabi ni Catriona Grace sa mga bashers and nagabuli sa kanya, isang click lang, block. Para hindi na siya makakabalik-balik sa inyo. Eto, meron tayong questions from Manny12. Hi, attorney. Good afternoon. What if nagpicture ka sa public place? Example, police, nangotong at pinost mo.
Actually, guys, you should do that. Dapat sinusumbong mo, hindi mo pinopost.
Yeah.
But then, if you watch yung online libel, hindi siya online libel because yung depensa mo pagdating sa libel is the truth.
Yes,
And
exactly.
nakita naman yung picture na the act of doing it. So you caught a police officer na hindi naman talaga dapat niya ginagawa yon, at krimen yon, at pwede silang mag-violate dyan, pwede silang mahuli dyan. Parang katong yung nahuli na naibaril, na police daw siya, di ba?
Yeah. Pero parang mabigat tong ground mo eh. Yung ano niya, kasi picture lang eh. What if nag-usap lang talaga sila?
Pero kung nakita mong binibigay,
siguro, kapag
yung
may pera, ayun na yun.
So, kung habulin ka for online libel, your defense would be, obviously, nahuli mo siya At totoo naman yon. At dapat talagang hinuhuli yung mga pulis na ganon.
Kasi dapat hindi yun nila ginagawa. Ayan. Other question, attorney, dito po sa TikTok, during individuals live stream, tapos may nagbubully, ayaw talaga tumigil, pwede bang ireklamo? Actually, ang alam ko, meron namang pwede kang mag-kick ng viewer mo.
Yes, you can. Like I said, sa mga social media accounts, there are ways to report. And yun, pwede mo siyang tanggalin.
Screenshot mo.
Oo, yun nga.
Block
nyo, screenshot nyo, kung gusto nyo talagang habulin. But again, guys, yung mga explanation ko, ito, ang mga pwede nyong gawin legally. But I am not encouraging everyone na mag-file na kayo ng mga kaso kasi mahal din mag-file ng case. And it's going to be, you know, long process. But these are the legal remedies that you have and you can do. But kung ganito ka-simple, hindi man simple, nakakainis naman kasi din talaga, no?
Nakakairita.
You can, diba, kick them out, block them. Hi, Attorney Migs. Gusto ko magpa-divorce to my ex-husband po. How po? Okay. Actually, marami nagtatanong dito. Guys, walang divorce sa Pilipinas. Kahit may lumalabas na mga batas, ay nasa news na may divorce na and all, I'm telling you, hindi pa to napapasa into law. May kaibahan ang bill and may kaibahan ang law. Ang bill, ang mga fina-file ng isang congressman, dumadaan po to sa committee process, binobotohan po to ng buong Congress, pagkatapos ng Congress, pupunta siya ng Senate, pagkatapos ng Senate, isasign siya ng Presidente. Diyan siya magiging batas. But that's when it's called a law. If it's just a bill at pag-uusapan, hindi ibig sabihin batas na siya. Yun lang ang hinain muna sa Congress para pag-usapan. Wala pang divorce dito. What we still have is annulment and the grounds under the family code. Kung matagal na kayong hindi nag-uusap ng inyong asawa, ng inyong bana, kahit 20 years na yan, hangtod sa time na may final court order, again, final court order ng annulment, kasal pa rin kayo. At pag nagpakasal kayo ulit, kahit sa ibang bansa, kahit na feeling mo patay na yung asawa nyo, bigamos po yung marriage nyo, void po yun, at hindi po kayo considered single.
Yes, sumpa po yun. Kasi kahit saan ka pupunta, the law of the Philippines will follow you.
Oo, diba? So, yun po.
Ay, eto, parang feel ko student to siya. Hi, attorney, I'm still struggling sa consti when it comes to comprehending sa mga readings. Any tips po?
Ano bang ginawa ko? So what I always do, actually mabigat naman talaga ang constitutional law because it's very broad. Ang una mong basahin is the codal, meaning batas. And that's why binibigyan ka ng syllabus ng mga professors nyo because may readings to explain that law. Pinag-aaralan niya ng mga professors. Like ako, pag gumagawa ako ng syllabus, kung ano yung parang provision, yung mga readings doon, related doon sa provision na yun, para mas madali nyong makita. Yung batas, kung anong decision ng Supreme Court, yung mag-e-explain kung ano talaga ang meaning ng whole law of that. But guys, because that's still constitutional law, first year ka pa, do not get pressured because pag first year ka, hindi mo naman talaga alam lahat at hindi mo maiintindihan lahat because parang pagdating mo lang sa second or third year, when you learn other laws, doon mo matatahi lahat.
Mas may nitindihan mo doon na part.
AC Vergara, hi, Attorney Guapa. Migs po pangalan ko. What steps should I prepare if I want to have separation with my partner but wants to have sole custody of my child? Pwede ko ba siyang i-require time or schedule kapag hihiramin anak ko? I'm assuming babae ka. Okay. Meron tayong tender years presumption. Kung yung anak mo ay below 7 years old, sa iyo mapupunta talaga ang custody of the child, but the father has visitation rights. What are the steps that you need to do with separation? Depende yun sa grounds. There's legal separation, there are certain grounds for that, and there's annulment. And then annulment, ang pinakaalam nating lahat, itong psychological incapacity, kung paano talagang hihiwalay kayo. But the father will always have visitation rights. Pwede kayong magsabot kung ano yung time and schedule ng visitation rights. But usually, sasama yun sa court order. You can talk about it in court or you can talk about it to outside court as long as bibigyan nyo pa rin ng visitation rights yung tatay. Because syempre, tatay pa rin yun ng anak nyo. Hindi nyo pwede gawin pag kinuha nyo at bawal na magpakita ang anak sa tatay niya. Lalo-lalo na kung syempre, mabait naman yung tatay and all. So, first, tingnan niyo po yung grounds. Kung yung grounds niyo, I think it's in Article 45 of the Family Code.
Ayan. Okay. Question from Jeneline Alanubay. Pasok ba sa cyberbullying yung pinagtawagan ka sa post, sa comment, dami nila kung ano-ano pa ang tawag sa'yo, pati name ng asawa, minention nila sa comment, tapos minura ako. Dami post at pwede bang mag-open yun ng account sa NBI kasi pinagbintangan din po ako na gumamit ako ng account. No proof na hindi ako yung gumamit nun.
So again, kung ganyan, I think pasok yan sa online libel, cyber libel yan. What you do, you take a screenshot, pumunta kayo sa police station, pumunta kayo ng NBI, pakita yung mga screenshots ng ganyan. More on libel yan because may sinasabi silang ginawa mo, pero hindi naman yung totoo. At the same time, kung nag-mention ng asawa, nagpakita ng mga information nyo, like I said in our previous episode, it's also a violation of the Data Privacy Act kasi pinakita ang personal information nyo, unauthorized processing yon, so dalawang pwedeng kaso yan.
Ayan. So parang may follow-up. Attorney, paano po pagpahirapan, hiramin yung bata? Hindi kami kasal ng nanay. Naghiwalay na kami, hirap akong hiramin yung bata.
Again, no, may visitation rights ang tatay.
Yes.
Yung visitation rights ng tatay, legitimate or illegitimate yan. Kahit meaning kung kasal or hindi kayo kasal. Magtatagalog na lang ako kasi may nag-comment po dito na ang social ng talking voice ko kasi meron kasi nakikinig from
other countries.
From other countries, from California daw. So,
we're not nationwide, we're international.
Yeah. So I have to make the, you damn understand. Wow.
Yes.
O huwag ka naman mambuli sa akin dahil pati ba naman ang boses ko, mga tao nang bubuli sa akin sa eyeliner ko. Ngayon boses ko, ano bang gusto nyo?
Ano kaya ang susunod?
Gatong na to. Hindi, pero yun may visitation rights. So kung hindi po pinapahiram ng bata sa inyo, actually pwede kayong mag-file for custody or joint custody or apply for visitation rights sa court po.
Yep. Ayan. Love you daw, attorney, sabi ni DDA. And hi, attorney, can I...
Siya yung nagsabi na social daw ako magsalita.
Binawi niya.
Para kayong mga lalaki. Kung lalaki ka, ewan ko bakit kayo ganyan mga lalaki. Dami-dami yung sinasabi, tapos babawiin nyo. Feeling nyo pag mag-I love you kayo, okay na. Wala na lahat. Nagalit.
Yung tinatawag na papansin. Yung iba naglalambing. Yung episode na to, grabe, parang ang bigat kasi hindi siya dapat pinagtatawanan. Alam mo yan, yung parang it's serious pero somehow to others parang it's normal. Pero ang question, paano ba malalaman kung ikaw yung nangbubuli? Kasi parang there are times sa'yo, alam mo yung friends lang tayo, karang murag gara-gara lang mo din mag-sulti sa iya, ha? Oo,
you know what, tama ka. Minsan di mo alam na ikaw lang pala yung bully.
Yeah.
So, kung friend mo talaga yon or if ikaw yung ikaw madunggan ni mo, no? Speak up. This is what I'm always gonna tell people, speak up. Pag masakit na ang sinasabi ng isang tao, sabihin mo, 'di ba? Parang lang yan pag sa jowa, 'di ba? Pag may jowa ka, sinasaktan ka, 'di ba? Ang lakas ng loob mo. Nakakairita ka na. Ano ba? Ayoko na, break na tayo. Ganyan.
Ginagawa ko pala yan kasi sa event
sa jowa mo.
Hindi. Wala akong jowa ngayon eh. Hindi sa event kasi parang ang tawagan namin the youth. Parang youth ka na. Youth parang lahat ka dito. Pero kapag may mga guests na youth, tinataas ko ng kilim, may maraming tao, wag na yung youth. So, it depende yun guys eh, kapag kaibigan mo.
Case-to-case basis siya, tsaka circumstantial naman siya. But again, we go back to, syempre, bumalik ka sa respect.
Yeah.
And I think malalaman mo naman kung hindi intentional.
Yeah.
Right? But always speak up, guys.
Yeah.
I think that's the best.
If respect is no longer served in the table, walk out.
Before we plug our social media pages, again, guys, etong bullying is not something to be, taken lightly. As a victim, kung victim kayo, don't be afraid to speak up. If you know someone who is a victim, lalong-lalo na sa mga alam nyong medyo masakit na and they are in the brink, parang magsusuicide na, like umiiyak na because mataas ang suicide rate ngayon, speak up. Talk to someone. Tumakbo kayo sa kung sino man ang confidant nyo, kung sino ang support system nyo. Huwag nyong kimkimin because hindi nyo to kaya mag-isa. Bullying is something that's, something that's growing. It's a growing concern. It's a growing issue. And that's really something that sana talaga mapasa ang mga batas. Yung bills na na-file to strengthen bullying laws. Sasama yun sa'yo hanggang sa mamatay ka. Like, until now, I still...
Madadala mo eh.
Oo, I still feel it. Pero sa mga naging victims, I hope this does not make you lose hope that hindi kayo magagalit sa mundo at hindi kayo magkaka-hate sa heart nyo, ang ginawa ko, I prayed a lot, I went to my family, and yung ginawa ko nga is to turn it into something positive. That's why we do this, itong free legal advice natin sa PBA, Paano Ba Attorney, kasi nga, may mga life experiences. So, kahit hindi bullied, if you have life experiences, sana hindi kayo maging masamang tao. You use that para maging positive. And you help people na nasaktan.
Yeah.
Na alam mo yung pinagdadaanan. And if you are a bully, oh my gosh, kayo, may araw din kayo.
Yeah. Ang message ko sa mga nagbubuli dyan, saka hindi alam na nagbubuli kayo, try to ask yourself, nagkakapera ba kayo kapag ginagawa niyo yan? Like,
Baka meron.
Baka meron
kasi di ba may mga, di ba nga, may mga trolls.
Yes, correct.
Yung mga trolls may pera, yun yung nakakainis. Kasi meron mga nagpopondo.
Yeah.
Lalo na sa mga politiko, yung
Yeah.
mga trolls against them.
Tama pala.
So, at the end of the day, can you sleep at night?
Exactly. Yan
Diba?
yung mabigat na tanong for them.
Oo. Parang, kaya mo bang matulog sa gabi? Oo. Sige, kita ka ng pera.
Pero yung konsensya mo.
Yung konsensya mo. And, at the end of the day, when you die, kaya mo bang maharap ang Diyos or whoever you are venerating as, the higher being? Kaya mo ba silang maharap and say, I've done what I could?
Yeah. You're clean or what?
Kaya, huwag kayong pumayag na mag-video for the memories.
For the throwback.
For the throwback. Ang dami na, diba sabi natin, marami tayong bibigyan na life lessons
Oo nga
ngayon. So, huwag kayong papayag. Mag-screenshot kayo kung kayo ay nabubully.
If it's under the belt, guys, speak up. Gusto ko yung speak up
Under
mo.
the belt.
Kapag yung mga cyberbully nila is under the belt. Parang alam mo nakakasama na parang sumusobra na kahit even yung friends mo, parang i-repair mo, ay kanong na-offend ko ato ba yun, those ba?
Yes.
You can speak up. Gusto ko yung speak up na yan.
Yeah.
Hashtag for today, speak up.
Oo. Parang, may nakita kong comment kanina, sinabi niya, you just be silent and walk away. Sometimes, that's good, yes, para hindi kayo makapag-away. Wala na lang away, lalo na kung, lalo na paghubog ba? Mga tao,
Yeah.
'di ba? Paghubog nagalabas ang batasan
Yes,
ng tao.
exactly.
And then
Maoy.
O yun, maoy. Pag 'di ba maoy, tapos parang ginaano ko na parang
Kasi dapat yung alak kasi nilalagay sa tiyan, hindi sa utak eh.
Oh, 'di ba? But then sometimes yun din yung nakakapaglabas ng totoo.
Yeah.
Na mag-I
That's
love
your
you ka
colors,
na, charots.
Kasi pwede natin bigyan ng charot.
Pero guys, sa mga nabubully, again, speak up. Find a good support system. You have ways na pwede nyong sumbungin. I will promise you, I will try my best to file bills and sana mapasa ng batas to strengthen our laws on bullying and sa mga sa mga memories. Huwag kayong pumayag na may video-video kayo.
Yeah.
Kahit sabihin ng boyfriend nyo or girlfriend nyo, minsan mga babae din gano'n na love kayo. Don't na lang do that kasi again, your only power, your biggest and greatest power is going to be always your reputation. Ano pa pinag-uusapan natin? Do not impersonate anyone.
Yeah.
Be original. My
Yeah.
God.
Be who you are.
At saka, kung social ako magsalita, pake mo, charot.
Yeah, be good.
If you're a victim also, there's a light at the end of the tunnel and sana lang talaga, hindi, sana lang talaga, with whatever you're going through in life, with whatever your story is in life, hindi man lang bullying, nasaktan kayo, please do not become a bad person. Ang dami ng masasamang tao sa mundo. Do not add on to it.
Yeah.
Diba? Be good. Ayoko kasi ng ganun, tapos yung sasabihin nila, traumatized kasi ako, kaya ako ganito. Bakit hindi mo i-turn into something positive?
Exactly.
Diba? So, I really hope, especially sa mga bata na nanonood ngayon, that, you learn to be better people. You guys are our future. We need people who are going to be good citizens and who will, diba, continue on katong mga magandang gawin. Ang serious natin.
Diba sabi mo kanina ka nang find someone to talk to, Anana. You know what I'm good at? I'm a good listener. I really have a lot of random friends on Facebook who's like asking, Jerome, I have a problem.
Baka lagi ka lang online.
Parang gusto kong mag-give ng mga advices.
Yeah.
I get to learn on their experiences as well. Kung wala kayong maduan nga someone to listen to, you can message me, guys.
Kaya follow mo yung social media pages.
Yeah.
But if wala talaga kayong makausap, you know what helps me? Ang mga pare at saka mga nuns. You just talk to a priest. When you talk to a priest, alam mo, hindi naman siya confession eh. Pwede lang mag-storya. Just find someone to talk to na safe space.
Yeah, let loose.
Yeah. So anyway, kung gusto nyo nga daw ng kausap, At para dumugin nyo naman ang account ni Gerome, you can follow his social media pages below and my social media pages below. You can share this to spread awareness on what to do if you're being bullied and sa mga ating mga free legal advice. If you haven't followed or hindi pa kayo nagpapakamarites na meron free legal advice, si Congresswoman Atty. Migs sa PBA, paano ba? Attorney, follow na kayo and share it so that, more people will know.
And we can help more people pa din. Yes. And of course, guys, every Saturday's live na live po kami dito sa ating social media accounts, sa ating Facebook, sa TikTok, every 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. And every other Saturdays, mapapanood niyo po kami sa PTV Mindanao, sa YouTube for 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. At kapag
hindi kayo nakaabot ng live dahil mahina po ang internet connection nyo at walang kuryente, ay pwede naman kayo mag-Spotify. So, habang nag-drive kayo or habang nag-commute or kung whatever, anytime, anywhere, you can follow us and listen to us on Spotify.
Yep. So if you have more legal concerns, you can PM us here sa Paano Ba Attorney page, saka sa page ni Attorney Migs Nograles, saka sa akin ko ng mga masiselang mga tanong dyan. Thank you so much as well sa lahat ng mga viewers natin. Thank you so much for spending your 1 hour time with us here sa Paano Ba Attorney. We would like to thank JVS Productions. Thank you so much. And of course,
Lady Boss.
Kung gusto
Yes.
niyo maging anyag kayo guys, just like us, kahit stress na kami, kahit wala kami masyadong tulog,
Walang
at anyag pa
tulog,
rin.
diba?
Punta lang po kayo sa Lady Boss. Thank you so much, guys. But of course, huwag niyo pong kalimutan, ito po inyong malalapitan, maaasahan, mapagkakatiwalaang legal advice program, ang Paano Ba Attorney. This is Gerome Sanoy.
And this is Congresswoman Atty. Migs Nograles here to make the law simple for you. Got questions? Ask me. PBA, Paano Ba Attorney? And always remember,
Amping kanunay!
Got questions? Ask me. PBA, Paano Ba Attorney? With Congresswoman Atty. Migs Nograles and Gerome Sanoy. Amping kanunay!